I really thought I was going to have a super hard time getting her to agree to go to bed because she slept until like almost 7. I moved her from in here and I brought her out into the living room, and I thought that moving her she would wake up. She didn't really wake up, and she slept the whole time. So anyway, she's not sleeping now, but she's watching Curious George, and she seems to be pretty content. So hopefully she falls asleep, because I feel like I'm starting to get her back into the routine. I don't want it to get screwed up. Okay. And the first person here is Cinnamon. Am I the one messing up to the point the manager is writing emails? I hope not, because I've been asking for help in writing everything down. Okay, let's see. No, you're not I don't think you're the only one. I think that there may have been several mistakes made by several different people. Or it also could be that the same mistake was made by a couple of different people. But I don't like that. Like, if somebody's not doing something right, they need a little bit extra help or they need some more training, just go over it with them. Like, why do we have to send a vague email so that somebody's got to figure out whether or not it was them or not? You know? That shit used to happen at my job too, because everybody these days gets fucking offended over everything. So nobody wants to point fingers at anybody else. But meanwhile, are we adults? You know, like we had this situation at yoga once where there was this song that one of the teachers played that a student thought was inappropriate. But the teacher probably didn't know what the song was about. I didn't know what the song was about. And since then, God, you should hear some of the language I hear teachers playing. I would, totally, to me, inappropriate. But I'm old school yoga, so where I don't even think that there really should be music. So anyway, so this one teacher played this song. Somebody complained about it. But instead of telling the person, who probably never realized it was them and it was their song, they sent an email to everyone because you don't want to upset anyone. Yeah, but meanwhile, the person that has the song in the playlist probably didn't know it was about them. And, you know, you don't have to be mean, but if somebody makes a mistake, the only way we can correct it is if we can tell that person what they did. You know, we can't play guessing games because we don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. If I did something wrong, I would rather you come to me and tell me, listen, you have to do A before B. You can't do C until you do B. Okay. You know, you screwed it up. Okay. Anyway, let me just shut up. T-Bet, what did he want to tell me? What did he want to tell me? I don't know what your relationship is with him, but he may have wanted to talk about, there's a couple of things that come up. A disappointment or a hurt that he may have been suffering from that could be affecting him moving forward, like an old wound or some kind of nonsense. It also looks like a creative project he may be asking for help or discussing with. And if this is a romantic potential, he may be talking about your future with the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups and the old wound and the old hurt, they could be connected. Like he may say something about, yeah, I was devastated in the past and I'm afraid to move forward, or whatever kind of nonsense it was. But there's a couple of things that may come up with this guy. Queen, how is RS feeling about our conversation today? Good. Feels like things are moving smooth, happy, content, and may feel like things are, the relationship is strengthening. Lee. Yeah, it's true. It does cause much more anxiety than really needs to be. You know, instead of sending a mass email, call the person aside and just show them. Will I get a big payout I'm looking for by the end of February? I think you will, yeah. Queen, does RS think I'm done with him? No. No, could feel a little disappointed if you said something that was, you know, a little bit disappointing. But no, he doesn't think that you're done with him. It looked like he thought that the talk went good. Like it went well. Let me go back up. Adonis, possible connection outcome between me and Vivi from now until the end of spring. You may be feeling like things are really stuck and stagnant. And you may even pull your energy back or walk away. But then what could happen is all of a sudden the negativity around her changes and she reaches out and wants to move forward and you feel undecided. At the end of the day, it's your decision what happens with this situation. But if she continues being distant, I don't remember if you guys are speaking, but if she's distant and you don't feel like the relationship is moving anywhere, between now and then somebody else comes into your life, and when she's ready, willing, and able, you may not feel the same, or you may have moved forward. Let's see what happens. Queen, is RS going to reach out again tomorrow? Yes, I think so. If not tomorrow, soon. Daily journal for the next 4 weeks. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It serves you well. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. It looks like you may be leaving things in the past that were like old wounds and old bullshit starts to heal and move into the past. Slow and steady wins the race, but negativity is moving into the past. You're going to have choices over the next 4 weeks. Feeling ambitious. You could have new energy that comes in. Feeling successful around new connections. Pisces and Taurus. Cause for celebration comes in around work or career. I don't know where you are in work or career, but there could be new opportunities that come in. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that makes you feel relief. And with the Six of Pentacles, feeling better, compensated, and better respected. That could be around work, but it also could be around personal relationships. You also have a Scorpio and a Capricorn that enter. And you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. That also could be on the job training. There's a new business opportunity that comes in and also a side hustle. It looks like you may be feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief in the next 4 weeks. Things look pretty good. Lots of changes, but it's all positive. Simran, Pisces current intentions towards me. They seem to be holding themselves back, or they're a little bit distant. I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but communication will come in soon. But otherwise, they don't seem to have any other intentions other than you guys should be speaking at some point relatively soon. Lee, what's Isaac's next actions towards me? Communication seems to pick up, but you may feel like things are moving very slowly and you could get annoyed with him. You may want to walk away from the situation because you could feel like it's just not moving forward quick enough. But I think that you'll hear from him and you're probably going to see him relatively soon. Simran wants spirit messages. Eight of Air, an illusion of being trapped, lack of self-confidence, or afraid to take action. Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, positive resolution of a problem. And the Four of Air, time to take a rest or a vacation, allow more time before making decisions, and meditation may provide answers. Simran, what does Tarot want me to know right now? Slow and steady wins the race. You got money coming in, and you may feel like the hard work that you put into your school or work pays off. I would say old wounds start to heal and move into the past, and that's positive. Step into your own strength and your own self-confidence, and life seems to move forward. Balance comes back to life. Simran, the good and bad characteristics and traits of S. Person's got a strong personality or a strong disposition. They tend to know what they want and know how to get it. They seem to also have a good personality. They may be fun, exciting, outgoing, creative, adventurous. But they could be a little fickle. They could also be a little bit deceitful, a little bit selfish. And they could lose interest quickly. Or like cycle through people. Like they could hang out with one person for a couple of months and then get bored of that person. I don't mean with love, I just mean in general. They could be kind of fickle. Yeah, not a bad person. Simran, what is the Pisces want to talk to me about when... Did this person say they wanted to talk to you and you're waiting for their phone call? Or this is just in general? Let me answer for Prussian. Do you see the client moving back to the house April 1st? Yes, that could happen. All right, what does this Pisces want to talk about to me when contact? I'm just curious if this is somebody that said to you, I need to talk to you about something, and you're waiting on the phone call, or this is just whenever they reach out to me, what is it going to be about? It doesn't seem like it's urgent. That's what I'm getting at. Like I don't feel like communication's coming in quickly about something that's urgent. I would say when this person reaches out, it's probably going to be small talk and not about anything important. But there seems to be distance here. So, yeah, I don't think it's anything important. You know, it's like, hey, what's going on? That kind of stuff. Noonan, I don't see it. Let me go back up to the top. Anonymous, how will it go on Tuesday? Touring Cedarwood Village Apartments. It should go well. It should go well. I think that you're going to like this place. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You could breathe a sigh of relief. You may feel comfortable there. Goes well. Vicky, general for the week. Could have a new job or business opportunity that comes in. You also may be feeling a little bit more financially stable, and you may be prepared to move, for your life to move forward. You're no longer holding yourself back. You could even be focused on a side business or a side hustle. Feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries with people, places, and things that need it. Noonan. So he did respond back, but this fool emailed me instead of text, talking, and I will be missed, and basically goodbye. What is the purpose of the email? Why check his phone, or wait a minute. So he sent you an email rather than a text message. It's pretty much saying goodbye. And why did he send an email? Okay. So I think what happened here is he sent the email because he was in a situation where he didn't want the phone going off, or he wasn't able to respond. He didn't want to continue the conversation and felt like if he sent an email, you would get it in your own time, but it wouldn't be immediate. And what was the rest of that? When I say he, I mean, yeah. I figured. But did you think that somebody else had taken the phone or had access to the phone? Because I don't think that was the case. I don't think it has to do with anybody else. I just think he didn't want to deal with the drama in the moment. Noonan, I'm guessing that this BS is over with Bernard. Yeah, he's kind of at the end of his rope. I can't remember what's gone on between the two of you, but he feels like this has happened before. The deleting, the blocking, the getting back together, and the communication starting again, and it's too much drama. That's how he feels. That might not be true, but that's how the situation reads from him, from his perspective. Simran, how does the Pisces currently feel about me? There could be a little bit of indecision around your relationship with this person, but I don't know what kind of a relationship it is. It looks like they may think that you're smart and intelligent, grounded and stable, unique, compassionate, loyal, and sincere or genuine. Jay, me and Brianna, the Aries. Cause for celebration comes in through perseverance. You make it to the top of the mountain and you feel like you could breathe a sigh of relief. A wish comes true and you should be feeling successful in the near future. Breezy, general. Arguments or disagreements resolve themselves and move into the past. You're no longer holding yourself back or feeling held back. A Capricorn comes in. You got some nice money coming in. You could be traveling. You could have travel on the horizon. A wish comes true. Put it out into the universe. And take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It will serve you well. Noonit. I went in on Marcus yesterday. I'm guessing that's over to no response. Okay, let's see. I think that you'll hear from him, but he seems to be kind of stressed out over the relationship too. I don't know what the relationship is with him. I can't remember, but he's another one that kind of feels like it's been too much drama. That's why he hasn't responded. He's making you wait on purpose. But I think you'll hear from him. He comes up a little bit more softer than the first guy, where the first guy's really kind of had it with the situation. Nunit, how did Marcus feel about my message in which I don't care? He basically stood me up. I can't stand this. You know, it's like people don't have common fucking courtesy. Like, how do you stand somebody up? In this day and age, when everyone's got 17 phones up their assholes, how do you not just make up an excuse? Hey, I got a flat tire. Nobody believes it, but at least I know you're not coming. Drives me nuts. Well, he felt disrespected and hurt. How do you like them apples? He also feels like he was treated unfairly. And he's walking away. Or he's turning his back right now. But I can't stand that shit. Like, you're a fucking adult. Like, if you had to be at work, would you just not show up, or would you call and let somebody know? I just can't understand it. Like, common fucking courtesy. How long do I wait here for you? Are you dead in a ditch somewhere, or are you just fucking clueless and disrespectful? And then he's mad. Fuck it. I get so annoyed. Orchid, how is he feeling towards me after what I said? Not great. I don't know what, well, it's not bad. I don't know what the communication was about, but this person wants to clarify something. So you're going to hear from them again. They may be feeling like they were treated unfairly, or they were judged wrong, or hurt, or, yeah, I don't know. There's something that they feel is unclear around whatever it was that you said, and they want clarification, so they're going to reach out to you and want to talk to you again. Whatever it was that you said kind of struck a nerve with them. Simran, how does AR currently feel about me? This person seems to think that you are kind and caring, smart and intelligent, perseverant, hardworking, loyal, strong or strong-willed, and successful. Simran, love reading. Looks like you have a new journey that happens sometime in the spring with new energy that comes in. Turning your back and walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Oh, shit. Shit. Hang on. This is maybe isn't charging. Why isn't it charging? Oh, my God. Hang on. Chargers. No, still not charging. The orange one was one that always worked really well. The green one works well too, but it's really short. All right, let's try the red one, see what happens. I feel like these people should be put out of business for their crappy. Nope, red one's not working. This one's probably not gonna work either. Like, really? Like, I just fucking bought these, like, 2 weeks ago. Oh, damn it. All right. The only one here that looks like it's working is the green one, so I'm going to have to figure out how to make this happen. God, that fucking annoys me. And that should be working. No, but it's not. Huh. I have another charger in the living room, but that one usually doesn't work in here. That's why it's in the living room. There, that's working now. At least I hope it is. Otherwise, this thing is going to go dead. What the hell is wrong with Amazon? Oh, man. Okay, anyway, we were on Simran's love reading. So, it looks like there's a new journey that begins sometime probably this spring. Turning your back on anything that didn't work, any tower moments, disasters, relationships that didn't move forward, leaving all that crap in the past helps to move your life forward when a new journey begins. Could be with a Virgo. Could also be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Somebody could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Once you walk away and leave things in the past that are no longer working or no longer serve you. And the new relationship can move forward kind of quickly, or things can fall into place pretty fast. Unit, we planned to meet up in the morning, and I got dressed, and he didn't even come, and that's like the third time. I get it, you work, but I clean. Does Marcus care about me? Listen, I agree with you. I had someone that used to do this to me too. It's fucking disgusting, and there is no excuse for it. There is no excuse for it. What is the excuse for not reaching out to somebody and saying, I got stuck at work, my mother needs me, my tire is flat, the car is dead? There is no excuse for it. It drives me insane. It was years ago, and it's like, you're a fucking adult. If you can't be an adult, then don't enter a relationship. That's it. Go get a fucking, hook up with random pieces of shit. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's inexcusable. He does care about you, but, I mean, this situation is what it is. And there's hurt, betrayal, and tower moments around it, and there's also deceit. So I wouldn't fuck around with him anymore because, like you said, this is the third time that he's done it to you. There's going to be 10 more times if you continue. So you make the decision, and then when he calls next time, don't answer. Tell him to go fuck himself. I mean, in my personal experience, it doesn't get better. But that's just my opinion. That's just my experience. Like somebody, once they know what they can get away with, and it's not intentional, right? It's not like, hey, I figured her out. I know what I can get away with. But it's like, they just fucking, I don't know. I mean, Like, I've been told, I'll be there in 5 minutes. What fucking happened? What happened in the 5 minutes? And then, when you lose your fucking mind, you're the psycho. You're crazy. Or she's crazy. No, listen, fuckface. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. It drives me insane. You know, it's acceptable when you're 16. It's not acceptable when you're an adult. I wouldn't bother with him anymore. I think you'll hear from him, though. I would tell him to shove it up his ass. And it's the truth. Women get up, they get dressed, they do their hair, they do their makeup, they do this, they got to do that. The guy rolls out of bed and shows up, and then he doesn't even show up. You know what I'm saying? Get me fucking annoyed. I think I'm up to Simran for the good and bad characteristics and traits of the Pisces. This person could be very passionate. They could be very driven, have a lot of like goals and desires like that they're trying to meet. They're strong, confident, sincere, but they could treat people unfairly. They could be selfish. They could be overly dramatic, or overly dramatic when it happens to them, but not have the same compassion for whatever happens to somebody else. They could be argumentative and disrespectful. Oriella, what's Julie think of my son Ethan? She babysits him. Oh, she really likes him. She may really enjoy spending time with him. She may think he's very smart. She may have seen a lot of growth and change in him since she's been watching him. Thinks that he's smart and intelligent and fun and kind-hearted. And maybe a little spontaneous. She thinks highly of him. Anchor cable charging wires. I'm going to look into that. Thank you. Noonan, I don't blame you for being sad. You know, it's a bizarre way that you feel when something like that happens, because half of you is so fucking mad that somebody would treat you like that, but then the other half wants an explanation and wants to feel like there must be a reason because somebody wouldn't be that cruel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember feeling at that time, like, there has to be, like, you can't really be treating me like this. There has to be another explanation. There wasn't. Or if there was, I never got it. And I remember, like, I even said to him once, I said, you do this and it makes you feel really good. Like, it makes you feel good to make me feel bad. To set me off, to make me upset, to make me cry, to hurt my feelings makes you feel good. That's why you do it. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Like, you're a fucking child. Like, yeah. I don't blame you for being sad, because I was too. But rather, you don't need that bullshit. It's ridiculous, because then you wind up in this place where you never know if they're really coming or not. You don't know if you're really going out or not. And that anxiety is going out into the universe, you know, like not knowing and like, do I get up and get dressed? Do I stay in bed? I don't know what to do. You know, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. For the time that you spend together, it's not worth it. I definitely feel you. Beautiful one. What does D want to say about our relationship? May want to say that they think things are moving forward. They may feel like things have changed for the better quickly, or they may feel will be changing for the better quickly. They may feel like the two of you have a nice connection. May think that there's a new journey coming. A new journey or something spontaneous out of the clear blue may come up. That's fun and exciting. Maybe content. Maybe happy and content. Elizabeth, how is next week going to go? Next week should go well. You got cause for celebration that comes in. You're listening to your intuition. You're feeling balanced and stable, well respected and well compensated around work. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders and you're prepared for things to move forward. It looks like you could have an air sign around you, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini next week. Pretty good. Nuna, you know what? It's not you. It's, I don't know how to explain this without, okay. So, you know, it's like I hate this because I heard it years ago. It's the people that you're attracted to right now because of the, like, whatever's going on inside you. So we tend to be attracted to, like, it's like a soul wound thing. So the same situation keeps coming up because you haven't resolved it in you. So it's not that it's you or that you're doing something to make this happen. You know, it's like similar to, like if you hear somebody say, every boyfriend I have cheats on me, right? And they're looking at it like it's you, it's the boyfriend. It's not that it's the boyfriend, it's that you're cultivate that you're not good enough, somebody else is better than you, so they wind up with a third party. That's how that happens. It's like being focused on other women or not feeling good enough brings in a third party because that's what you're feeling and that's what your focus is on. And then you relive the same situation. So chances are you've probably been in situations like this previously and you're cultivating the same thing because it's familiar. So it happens once and they make an excuse and you allow them back because you're used to that. And I was too, until I put an end to it. You know what I mean? But it's hard to change patterns unless you can see what you're doing. And everybody's always so focused at blaming the other person. You're an asshole. Yeah, that's true. He is an asshole, but you wouldn't be attracted to him and you wouldn't be interested in him and you wouldn't give him the time of day if you healed whatever it was inside you that is attracted to him. I know it sounds crazy, and I used to argue with my therapist years ago about the bartender guy. I used to say, how could I possibly know? Like, she used to say, you're attracted to him because he's not into you. That's what makes him attractive. The other guys that are hitting on you, you're not interested in them because there is no challenge. But when that guy who is not interested in you pays you attention, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel whole, and it makes you feel worthy. That's why you crave his attention. And I didn't believe her because I was like, how would I know that? How could I intuitively know that he doesn't like me and that's why I like him? It sounds nuts. But it made a lot of sense. And when I look back at my past behavior, I saw all the situations that were very much the same. And then I would say things like, well, but I have this feeling. I have this feeling that there's something between us. There was nothing between us. He couldn't have been any clearer. But I kept cultivating those situations in my head. And like I say to everybody else, had I actually got with him, he never would have lived up to the person I had him in my head. He never would have lived up to it. But it was a fantasy that I created because I had done that before. So when you keep repeating the same situation or similar situations, it usually has something to do with some kind of a wound inside you. And I mean, you got to figure that out. It's usually self-worth or abandonment or not feeling good enough or whatever it is. And then if you go even deeper than that, I noticed that I did it with everyone. I didn't just do it with men. It's just that when I did it with men, it hurt me much deeper. So it was something that it took me a longer time to get over. When it happened with like friends or stuff, I would be disappointed, but I wasn't hurt the way I was with men. So I guess I never realized it. It took me a long time, but I got it. But I also went to a lot of healers and this, that, and the next thing, and spent plenty of money trying to straighten myself out. Simran, what does the Pisces currently think and feel about the Leo? Pisces thinks that the Leo is kind-hearted, caring, sincere, intuitive, perseverant, attractive, well-prepared, has a lot of respect for them, may think that they have a lot of potential, they're fun to be around, they have a good personality. UAF, how will therapy go? I think it's going to go well. Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around you around therapy. Very good. It's a good move. Oriella, love anybody in the future. I've been single for a very long time. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you got a new beginning on the horizon. You could have a Sagittarius that comes in. You could have an Aries that comes in. Romance could be heating up within the next couple of months. You may even have choices. Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around your love life. Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries, and then there also may even be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And if you're looking for a committed relationship, perseverance pays off. Don't give up. You make it to the top of the mountain, and you have a stable connection. Yeah, you got options coming in, which is good. UAF, will we have issues because of the email tonight? And how will things be next week? Okay. I don't think you're going to have issues over the email. Next week should be okay. It looks like things move forward. Arguments or disagreements resolve. Balance comes back to the situation. And things move forward. Have patience, but things work themselves out, whatever it is. Next week should go okay. I don't even know what an NFT is. I had a friend that used to have a really funny laugh. And I used to laugh harder when I heard her laugh. I don't know what that is. Simran, what does the Leo currently think and feel about Pisces? Did I do that one? Oh, it was Pisces. Okay. What does the Leo think about Pisces? May feel that this person is passionate, hardworking, smart, intelligent, grounded, stable, attractive, strong, confident, unique, and intuitive. I think I'm up to Ariane for finances. Oh, wait a minute here. I didn't do anonymous. What can I expect tonight? What can I expect tonight? I don't know what you're doing tonight, but things move forward quickly, and the energy around the situation is kind, caring, sincere. A new beginning starts, and you have the Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. You also may be taking time for like rest, relaxation, and self-care. But that maybe won't be tonight, but maybe sometime this weekend. And now what did I say? Is that Ariane for finances? Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around your life and your financials. It looks like you have money coming in, and with the Three of Pentacles, you could be building solid business relationships or customers or clients, whatever it is. You've got balance coming back to your life when you listen to your intuition. Finances improve. The hard work you put in comes back to you. Lily, what is my cat trying to tell me? Aw, just conveying love. Just trying to show emotions. I don't know what the cat's doing, but that's like loving, kind, caring, sincere energy, like wanting to be around you. That's really cute. Lore, will Kay stop flirting with me at work or stop being interested in me? Yeah, if you pay this person no mind, they'll go away. Yeah, they'll go away. Antonella, what's coming towards me in love? Okay, if you're in a relationship, you've got, it strengthens. If you're not in a relationship, a Leo comes in after you let go of a disappointment or something that didn't work out the way you wanted it to. It also looks like you've got the Empress, which is love, money, abundance, fertility. Listen to your intuition. Your love life is moving forward towards success. Next relationship should be well balanced, and you should feel like you get out of it what you put into it. Divine Goddess, General for my mom. She could be stepping into her own strength and her own self-confidence. She may be feeling very balanced, and she could get a new job or business opportunity on the horizon, and she's prepared for it. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It will do her well. She also may be working on a creative project that maybe it could be a hobby. It could be for work if she works in a creative field. It doesn't have to be a work thing. It looks like she gets communication from someone she hasn't seen or spoken to in quite some time. She's being guided by the divine. Maybe focused on a side business or a side hustle that could bring in extra cash. She also may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Her intuition is heightened, so she should definitely be listening to her intuition. Melfim, did I make S the Aries uncomfortable around me because I told her I think and dream of her? No, I don't think you made her uncomfortable, no. Dollface, will Eric and I spend time together next week? Yes, I think you will. Cabanese, why is the Aries distant with me and only responds to specific messages I send her? Undecided. She's indecisive, and she's kind of in hermit mode right now. It's not going to last forever. I would just hang in there, and I would pull your energy back a little bit and not send so many texts. If you kind of like pull your energy back, you'll see more from her. And she's feeling a little awkward or insecure or undecided right now about what she wants. Saki, how does Sashi think about Saki romantically? Right, I don't know where your relationship is right now. It doesn't look like a romantic connection right now. It doesn't mean it can never happen, but it doesn't look like this person is looking at it like it's a romantic thing that's moving forward towards commitment. It looks more of like a friendly connection. At this point, anyway. Thinks highly. Thinks that she's a nice person, kind-hearted, sincere, grounded, stable, and intelligent. But I don't see a whole lot of romance at this point. Outlander. What does SN truly want me to know but is too afraid to tell me? They may be concerned with money. They may have issues with money that they're not comfortable talking about. They also could have a deep heartbreak or wound in their past that hasn't fully healed yet, and that may not be something that they want to discuss. But they could be worried about money. There could be fears surrounding money. I mean, I feel like that everyone has that, but that's what comes up. And it may not be something that they're comfortable discussing at this point. I don't know. I guess for me, I don't value money, I guess the way, so I don't feel like embarrassed or ashamed if I'm broke. But I feel like I hear that from a lot of people, or a lot of people equate self-worth with money. I don't do that. I don't know. I don't know why, but I just don't. I think I am up to Joe. Does D care about me, or was he just using me? No, I think he cares about you. I think that he cares about you. I don't know if the two of you are on the exact same page. You may want something that he doesn't want, or you may not be seeing things eye to eye, but I don't think he was using you. No. Um, Harsha, love reading for 2022. Got growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your love life. Cause for celebration comes in and balance comes back to life, but you might have choices. You've got a Leo, a Scorpio, and an Aries that come in this year. Being guided by the divine. A wish comes true. A Sagittarius enters. Romance heats up, but you'll have choices. You also, I mean, we're at the beginning of the year. You could be seeing a couple of different people or talking to a couple of different people before you settle into a relationship this year. TD, Kate and I after the conversation we had today. Looks good. Looks like the relationship is strengthening. It looks like being guided by the divine, more communication comes in and things move forward. Slow and steady wins the race, but strong. Not bad. Maggie, is B the Libra finally divorced? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Red, career advice for the month of February. Your perseverance will pay off. I would say you have a new opportunity in February. Perseverance pays off. I would take the opportunities as they come in. Pause for celebration comes in. Life comes back into balance. Feeling more financially stable, and also the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. You could have a new opportunity that comes in February, and I would take it. It also looks like a wish comes true around career. Looks good. It looks good, but there's plenty of potential for things to move forward. Something could come up that's like a I don't know if it's like a contract thing or like um, it could be a new opportunity, but not like a permanent job, like something that you do for 3 or 4 weeks or 6 weeks or something like that could come up that's beneficial in February. Simran, Pisces current connection with PA. I don't know who these people are, but this looks like it could be a passionate situation. It doesn't look like a love relationship. It looks like it could be a passionate situation. Now, it doesn't. This usually means sex, but if it's not a sexual relationship, that's not who they are. I would say there could be passionate situation. Like passion can run in all kinds of different ways. There's growth, change, and transformation around this situation. Things move forward and there's long-term potential. But I don't know who the two people are to one another, so it's hard for me to say where their relationship is going because I don't know what the relationship is. But I would say there's passion, they're connected, things are changing for the better, and they're in each other's lives long-term, whatever that means. Joe, what should I do about me and Dee's connection? I want a committed relationship, but I don't feel that he wants the same. He's so secretive. I want it to work. You can't do anything. You can't change what somebody else wants. You can only tell them what you want and then walk away from it when you don't get what you want. You can't change their mind. There's nothing that you can do. If you have already expressed how you feel and he's secretive and not giving you what you want, that's your answer. If you haven't said how you feel, I would tell him how you feel. And I think that when you tell him how you feel, more is going to get revealed around the situation. Something's going to come out that will need to be dealt with. I don't know what that is, but something will come out that you'll need to deal with. I don't see a commitment here. And you can't make somebody commit to you. There's nothing that you can do. And if you're not on the same page, you're not on the same page. The more you push for it, the further away he's going to go. My suggestion would be, if he's secretive and not giving you what you want, I would walk away from it. Because otherwise, you could be here next year in the same situation and nothing has changed. Especially if you've already been like physical with one another. A year from now, you could be in the same situation and nothing will have changed. If you don't have the commitment and you're already hooking up and that kind of stuff, chances are, and he's secretive and shady, I don't think that there's anything that can be done for those situations. The problem is that we always have hope. And I hate to say that, right? Because it sounds negative, like you shouldn't have any hope. But things don't just change because we wish them to. You know, once you've established a relationship with somebody, it's very hard to change it. And it's hard to get what you want out of someone if you're not on the same page. Simran, what does PA currently think and feel about Pisces? They feel like this person is spontaneous, attractive, unique, strong-willed, and maybe even sometimes a little sharp. There could be, they could feel like the two of them have a nice connection or they understand one another. This person is kind, caring, sincere, smart, intelligent, unique, and has a lot of respect for them. Rimmel, why does my coworker P sometimes tell me I look off even though I'm not? He always approaches me making assumptions about me and tries to piss me off. It's funny, and it's funny that his name is P because I had somebody that used to do that. Imagine if it was the same person. I doubt it is. Okay, so this person has a very awkward way of trying to befriend you or get to know you or whatever. I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but it's like they're trying to open up a conversation or they want you to confide in them. You know, it's like, hey, something's wrong, you know, let's talk about it, you know, and then like you become friendlier. It's a stupid way of going about things, but it's kind of innocent. It's just annoying. The guy that I worked with, and I'm so stupid, somebody else had to tell me this. He used to do things, and not just to me, but to other people, like to upset us so that he could comfort us. Like, I don't know, just like creepy, weird shit. Annoying. Anyway. Simran, what does the Pisces currently think and feel about PA? Has a lot of respect for PA, thinks that this person is strong and courageous, independent, hardworking, kind, caring, sincere, intuitive, attractive, adventurous, but very well focused, driven, and secure. Asia, will I meet someone stable financially? Yes, you will. Lily, when will Jay contact me again? Could be within the next 9 days to 2 weeks. I'm going to say 9 to 14 days you should hear from this person. If you hear from them frequently, somebody that you talk to like daily, then you could hear from them like at 9 o'clock. But if it's someone you haven't heard from in a while, I would say 9 days to 2 weeks, something like that. Kelly, should I go to church? I don't have a good feeling. Yes. Yes. If you just don't have a good feeling overall, so you want to go to church to feel better, or I'm not sure if you want to go to church, but you're not sure if you should be in church because you don't have a good feeling going there. But the cards indicate that yes, you should go to church. Let me go back up. Magic, how did the people who saw me work out at the gym today think and feel about me? My stomach's growling. Not hungry. It was a big growl. Okay. You know how it goes. Not everyone's going to think the same. Not everybody's going to notice. But for the most part, I would say people thought that you were strong, committed, successful, hardworking, and maybe ambitious. Pinkie Pie, what are CR's current feelings and next move? They come up slow and stagnant, burdened and weighed down. I don't really see much happening from them. I wouldn't wait to hear from them. I would reach out. I would reach out to them because they're right now the hermit and they don't seem to have any intentions and they're kind of undecided at this point. I wouldn't wait on them. I would reach out if you want to speak to this person. Anonymous. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Doll face, I did. Anthony, does the cancer miss me? And messages from her. Well, I think from time to time she misses you, but she's doing her own thing right now, and she's trying to move on with her life. She may be focused more right now on work, school, and travel. That's kind of where her head is. So that's what she may tell you, that I'm focused on work, travel, and school. Kathleen, I don't know my real birthday because of some family issues. Would you be able to indicate what star sign I am? No, but there should be a way that you can find out. Earth comes up around you. I'm going to guess maybe Pisces or Taurus. That comes up strong around you. But if you don't know your real birthday, there's got to be a way that you can get your birth certificate through some kind of records. Like the records nowadays are so much better than they were way back when, but they have to have records somewhere. And I think that you could find it out probably with not that hard. Like it probably won't be that hard. I was just watching, I was going through the channels and I saw on the news this mom. I felt bad for her, but not really. Because I got to tell you that I've done it too. Avery was due on the 15th, but she was born on the 10th, and sometimes I want to say 15th. But this mom, for 2 years, I guess he must have just turned 2, or maybe he's going to be 3. He was born on the 25th, but she thought it was the 26th. So she was always celebrated it on the 26th, but the kid was really born on the 25th. And I think it was like the doctor that told her. But anyway, I think that you'll be able to find out with a little bit of legwork. Kiss, what's coming towards me in love? I'm a Taurus. Wait, let me just say one thing to Kathleen. There are people that they do something that's called chart rectification. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. But you can find an astrologer that does chart rectification, and they're going to ask you all kinds of crazy questions. So hopefully you know the answers to them, because they're like, what date did you graduate high school? I was like, I had to go to the calendar and go back to the year and figure out what date it could have been. Anyway, and they could put it into the software and kind of go back and recreate your chart from the events that have happened in your life. So that could be another avenue that you may want to take. I had it done years ago. I can't remember what I paid. I mean, it was probably, at the time, probably about $100. But if you Google astrology chart rectifications, because what happens is, not so much now because everybody's got their cell phone up their ass, but way back when, before cell phones, like the baby would be born, right? And maybe the baby's born at, I don't know, 12 o'clock. And by the time everything happens and they fill out the time, it's like 12:06. Well, 6 minutes in a birth chart can make a big difference. So people have to have their chart rectified, especially if things aren't happening the way you're seeing that they should be happening. Like, oh, I should have this transit, I should have that transit, nothing's happening. Have your chart rectified. Now, when I was born, my father swears I was born at 11:15. My birth certificate says 12:03. The person that rectified it said it was really like 12 o'clock and like 57 seconds or something like that. So I always use 12 o'clock p.m. So there are ways to recreate it. It just is like kind of like a you have to answer all these crazy questions, and it could be a little bit expensive. I don't know how much, but you could do that as another alternative if you really can't find any other way to find out. You could do that. Kiss, what's coming towards me in love? I'm a Taurus. A new journey begins. You could have a Scorpio enter. Ooh, excuse me. You can also have a Virgo enter. It looks like feeling ambitious around love, having options, moving forward, romance heats up. Not bad. You may even have some choices. Gee, what are B's recent thoughts about me? You may think that you're smart and intelligent, kind-hearted, sincere. It doesn't get better than the Empress when you ask how somebody feels or thinks about you. Empress is like love, money, abundance, fertility, pleasant, peaceful, that kind of stuff. Am I at Rimmel here for what's coming towards me? You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Life starts to move forward quickly. Money picks up, or you have money coming in, and you're feeling successful around finances. You could hear from somebody that you've been hoping to hear from, and you also could be starting a new journey. Where am I? I lost my spot. Love always for general. Your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. It looks like you have a new journey on the horizon, and your life starts to move forward pretty quickly. A Taurus comes in. You may be feeling better compensated and better respected around work, school, or business, and you have money coming in. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past, and the divine guidance is pushing your life forward. Life changes for the better quickly. Hang on. I got to... pull up the PayPal account. If you donated on PayPal, oh, you know what? I don't see anything coming in on PayPal. If you donated on PayPal, can you just give me the initials that your PayPal account is on? These people I know. If you could just let me know what the initials are of the PayPal account, if it's different. Maybe it's a little delayed. Simran, what does AR currently think and feel about the Leo? Leo think AR thinks about the Leo. Thinks the Leo is well balanced, smart, kind hearted, caring, sincere, creative, unique, perseverant, smart and intelligent, well prepared, and has potential. Simran, what does Leo currently think about AR? May think that this person is growing, changing, transforming, stable, grounded, hardworking, intelligent, a little bit mysterious, attractive, loyal, well prepared, and unique and creative, possibly. Georgia, journal for next week. Okay, it looks like romance could be moving forward next week, heating up and moving forward, and it could be with the earth sign. You have an earth sign around you, right? I can't remember. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, right? That could be. A new beginning is on the horizon. It also looks like you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and you could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. It looks like a disappointment moves into the past. The hard work you put into something pays off. And out of the clear blue sky, you hear from somebody you've been hoping to hear from, or you hear news that you've been waiting for. Simran, general. Got money coming in. You could be working a lot over the next couple of months, and you could be bringing in some decent money. Looks like you have a new venture on the horizon. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. A disappointment moves into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Perseverance and ambition helps to push your life forward. T, how does the rest of the month look for me as far as love goes? The rest of the month doesn't look bad at all. It looks like if you're in a relationship, it's functioning well, or it's well balanced. You may feel like you get out of it what you put into it. Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Kind, caring, sincere energy. If you're not with anyone, water sign comes in. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. An air sign comes in. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Perseverance pays off around love. Sarah, love reading. You could be exploring options. The love cup is full, but you have a whole lot of new energy coming in here. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you brings in success. It looks like you have a wish, put it out into the universe. An Aquarius comes in, an Aries. Listen to your intuition, and a Capricorn. Not bad. Magic, I did. Mystery career reading for the next 2 months. working on a creative project, being guided by the divine, and having a little bit of good luck could bring in choices. Over the next 2 months, growth, change, and transformation comes in and around your career, and things change for the better quickly, and you could be moving on to greener pastures. Not bad. Cancerian in general. Okay, you have a wish, put it out into the universe. You got some money coming in and feeling a little bit more financially stable. You may be working on a side business or a side hustle that brings in extra money, and it looks like you're prepared for life to move forward. Stepping into your own ambition pushes your life forward, and you may hear from somebody you've been hoping to hear from. It also looks like you have an Aries coming in. To go. Is my girl cheating on me? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Mitchell, general. You may make a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. If that situation has been holding you back, the weight of the world slips off your shoulders when you leave it in the past. Could be somewhat of a disaster, but if you leave it in the past, a new journey begins. Success comes in around finances or business. And listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. Negativity moves into the past pretty quickly. Kelly, should I let my stepmom and sister move in with me? Cards indicate no. I don't know what the situation is, but the cards are kind of sure that you shouldn't. I mean, that's a tough question for me because I would have a hard time saying no to somebody if I knew that they needed it. But you have to put yourself first in the situation. It happened to me once, and I actually never spoke to the person again, and she died. But had I let her move in here, she would have died here. And what would I have done with her? Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just a very weird situation, and I don't know all the details, and it was so shady. Like, whatever happened was so shady, and so much that I didn't know, but there was only like that you could suspect could be going on. And she called me up, and we were friends. She was an older woman who I worked with, and she left the job mysterious, left her apartment mysterious. Anyway, so one day, long story short, calls me up and tells me she has nowhere to go. Can she come live here with me? I have nowhere to put another person. And I knew once she moved in, she was never moving out. And anyway, so she told me have a nice life, and that's where it ended. But I couldn't take her in. I just couldn't. She wasn't working. You know, she would have been an expense. And then what would have happened? I didn't know her family. What if something would have happened to her when she was here? What would? So I would say go with your gut, and if the cards are indicating no, it's not a good idea, I would leave it at that. Pinky, what does Elle want to say to me but can't? You may want to apologize for something. I don't know if this person did something that they feel like they should apologize for, but they feel unsuccessful or like it's the wrong timing, or they don't know how to go about it. They may wish that they could communicate that they feel either bad about something or sorry about something. Shamante, general around school next week. Things could change for you for the better quickly. Perseverance pays off. You have a new beginning. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. It should be a good week. Feeling successful, feeling stable. Baron, how would S and his two brothers think and feel if I seemed very annoyed and closed off whenever I ran into them? It would cause them anxiety, and they would feel deceived. They also may be feeling like they were treated unfairly. Oh, PayPal. Let me check PayPal again. Sometimes PayPal's a little slow. Let me close it and open it again. I don't see anything coming through on PayPal. What's the name of the account on PayPal? Because I'm not sure if it could be this person here. I didn't answer this question. Did you ask something about somebody and you didn't want their name to be revealed? I don't think I answered that question. Maybe that's you. These blue heart people, can you tell me what the initials are from the PayPal account that you sent the money to? Because I don't have anything coming in tonight on PayPal. The only person that sends something, I don't know if this person's in the room, but they don't want me to disclose the name of the person, which I won't do. I can answer the question without saying names. But this is not the question that person just posted. This is a different question. So there is a person here, their first initial begins with an M. I didn't answer this question, I don't believe. But Maria and Charis, I don't see any money coming in, not to PayPal. But maybe it came in under a different name. So if you could post the initials that you use on your PayPal account so I can see if it came in. Shamante, I did. Pisces moon, I didn't do. How do my parents think and feel about me today? Seem to think that you're well balanced, intuitive, hardworking, but also may find you to be argumentative and a little difficult today. I don't know what that's about, but it's not a big deal. Let me check. What is my ex-girlfriend, the Libra, thinking about me, and should we come back together again? She seems to care about you, but I don't know that it would be in the best interest of either one of you to reconnect. It looks like there's disappointment around it. I think she cares about you. I think she thinks that you're smart and intelligent, but I think that that relationship is over, and going back to it could prevent your life from moving forward. Um, let me go to the bottom. Lose work, please until next Sunday. Looks pretty good. It looks like cause for celebration comes in. Things are moving forward. You have a wish. Put it out into the universe. You may be feeling a little bit more stable. You might be feeling like things are moving forward and you're prepared for it. Whatever is going on in your career, things are strengthening. Listen to your intuition. High vibration, love for February. If you're in a relationship, it should be going really well. If not, you could have a Capricorn come in that is a well-functioning relationship. You also have a Libra coming in. You might have choices. You could have success that comes in around love, but you may have to walk away or leave something in the past behind that you maybe that you're hanging on to. When you let that go, new options come in February, and you may even have choices. Lena for love. Somebody comes in and makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Perseverance around love pays off. Feeling prepared for a long-term commitment could be with an Aquarius that's coming in. You also have a Leo and a Pisces coming in. Shutting the door on something that is no longer working is going to push your life forward. An old wound starts to heal and your life moves forward. That's like the most common answer for everybody. Once you shut the door on something that isn't working, your life moves forward. Rupali, will my boss give me a week off if I ask? I'm not convinced. I mean, you could ask. I don't see any harm in asking, but they may not want to give you the week right now. Spiritually beautiful. What's to come in my future with my relationship with my person? Well, it looks like arguments or disagreements, and somebody may be feeling betrayed or hurt, could lead to a breakup. Somebody may decide to walk away from the situation because nothing is changing. I don't know where you are right now in the situation, but I don't know if it's you or him, but somebody may be feeling like they're at the end of their rope. Gladys, how's the relationship between the Leo's parents? It looks pretty good. It's functioning. Um, I always feel though that like when there's a generation, right, like different generations, we may not see that as well functioning, but the relationship works really well. I don't know. They may have like traditional roles or whatever, and it works for them. Emily, who's coming towards me soon. A very ambitious Aquarius comes in that's very perseverant and makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Yeah, very perseverant and strong Aquarius comes in. Xenia, general reading. You may be working on a new creative project, or you could pick up a new creative hobby. It looks like the love cup is full moving forward. If you're not with anyone right now, divine timing could bring in a new partner. That person could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Got a new journey or a new venture on the horizon, and the hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back to you. Feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain when a wish comes true. Got the Empress here. Empress is like love, money, abundance, fertility, and feeling pleasant or a pleasant time. So things look pretty good. Renew, any good news coming towards me? Yeah, you got money coming in. The hard work that you put into your financial life will pay off, and you'll feel as if you've made it to the top of the mountain. Divine timing makes a wish come true that could bring in a new venture. Not bad. Georgia, not sure if I should grant Chris the 30-day extension. Feel like he's aggravating me. Energy around this. Well, that's the thing. I think that if you give him the 30 days can go by and he can look for another 30 days. I'm afraid that that's going to happen. You know, it's almost like if you give him an inch, he's going to want to take a mile. He is being aggravating. He's not doing anything about it, and he's being aggravating on purpose. I would have a hard time throwing somebody out too. So if you decide to let him stay, I would say definitely dig your heels in and make sure he's out after the next 30 days. Which would be, well, what are we at right now? He's got to be out, what, on the 31st? So he would have to be out by, what, March 1st? Stick to that. He is aggravating, and I feel like if you give him an inch, he's going to want to take a mile, but I know, it's a tough one. I feel like you're probably going to give him the 30 days. That's what I think is going to happen, which is okay as long as you're making sure that he's out of there within the next 30 days. Not 31, not 36, by 30 days. So he doesn't take advantage. All right, let's see. Who else here haven't I gotten to? Alexandra, what happens in love in 2022? Will I meet a guy who proposes to you in 2022? I don't see marriage proposal coming in 2022, but there could be a relationship that starts, possibly with a Virgo. I mean, a Virgo, but a relationship could start that's serious. But I don't see a marriage proposal coming in before the end of the year. A Virgo, you have a Virgo and a Libra and an Aries that come in. And you could enter a committed relationship. I don't see marriage though. Pink rose is what's coming towards me in finances. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. If you're feeling worried or concerned about money, more financial stability is coming in and you do have money flowing to you. It also looks like you could have a new journey that comes in that could be bringing in extra cash, which is also a plus. Maisha, what are E's current thoughts and intentions towards me? I would say that this person thinks that you're successful, strong, kind, and caring. I would say this person is looking for a new journey to begin. Listen to your intuition, things could move forward. Lally, the rest of January. Life changes for the better quickly. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Don't stand for any bullshit. You could hear from somebody you've been hoping to hear from, or hear news that you've been waiting on. You could run into an old friend or reconnect with a friend from the past. Kimon, general. A heartbreak or a disappointment heals and moves into the past. It looks like perseverance pays off. Energy around you is shifting. All of a sudden, it's like you turn a corner and you're feeling much more intuitive, you're feeling much more positive, and life starts to move forward. You could be going back to school, learning a new area of study, and life starts to move forward pretty quickly. Got some money coming in. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and you're making it to the top of the mountain where you could breathe a sigh of relief. T. Yvette for tomorrow. Tomorrow, you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Anxiety moves into the past, and you also could be starting a new journey. Or something could just come out of the blue, spontaneous, that's fun and exciting. It also looks like the love cup is full, so you may be spending time with a love interest. Four of Wands is here. You could be upgrading a relationship or entertaining at home, whatever it is. It's positive. It looks like a good day. Dorothy for general. Okay, life changes for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Your life moves forward. If you're in a committed relationship, things look good. If not, you could be entering one on the horizon, possibly with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Success comes in around finances or work or business. A wish comes true. Put it out into the universe. It also looks like you could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, which also serves you well. Empress. Is Marilyn bitter towards my brother, or just bitter period because he didn't go after her like she thought that he would when she expected him to? Yeah, she thought that he was going to go chasing after her and he didn't. And she feels like she wanted him to chase her. So now she's got an attitude. Oh, well. Oh, well. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Anybody I haven't gotten to yet? The issue, I hate to say it, Brandy, but the issue, it's not about the phone call. The issue is about that woman. That woman, for some reason, you're having insecurity about her, which is just like the last woman. You're not mad. Whether he spoke on the phone with her, he did or he didn't, is not the issue. It's that woman that is under your skin. Once again, it has nothing to do with that woman. It has everything to do with you. That's why this relationship is getting torpedoed. Because it's like over and over again. But did you talk on the phone? But did you, maybe they had lunch together. Who the fuck cares? What's the big deal? It's not, that's not what's upsetting you. What's upsetting you is that you think he's attracted to her, or you think that she can steal him from you. That's what the issue is. The issue comes back to self-worth. And it doesn't, like, will keep coming up if you don't get to the bottom of it, and it has to do with what's going on inside you, you're going to keep reliving it. And I've done it. I've done it. I remember, I always talk about the guy from the bar because it's such a great example of so many of these situations remind me of that. I don't think he's anything to look at. I mean, he's all right, but he's not somebody that you would be like, oh man, he's an average guy, whatever. But I would see all of these young girls come in, right? And he was always like friendly and flirty, and I always thought that they were more attractive than me, and maybe he likes her, or maybe he likes this one, and who is that? And he's paying attention to her, and my friends would be watching. It didn't make a difference. The guy wasn't into me anyway. So what was the difference? But anyway, the point is that I was so focused on somebody was going to come in there and steal what I thought I was going to have. And I could feel it. I could, feeling like, oh my God, she's so much prettier than I am, or maybe he likes her, or maybe he's interested in her. Who's this now? I never saw her before. Anyway, all of these young, pretty girls that I saw come in, nothing ever, I mean, I don't know that nothing ever happened, but they kind of came in and went out. And then one night, I went in there, and one of the regulars said to me, are you ready for what's going to happen here tonight? And I was like, what does that mean? Anyway, he had started seeing this woman who, also average, not an ugly woman, but average. Not the type I would have pegged him for when I saw all these other girls coming in there, like, putting it out there for him. And I was pretty devastated. So what happened was, and me and him were never together, so it's a little bit different. But it's not, because it's the same thing. It's the same. Here I was looking at all these girls who I thought were better than me. And then the person that he wound up with. Not that there was anything wrong with her. I'm not saying that. She just wasn't in my head what I thought he was going to be with. Like, she looked older than him. She looked like very plain. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. Anyway. But I remember the way that it felt. Like, well, who is this? Well, maybe he likes her more. He didn't like me at all. But he didn't like me at all because all of the energy shit that I always talk about, I was there all the time. I was in his face. I was trying to cultivate something. I was trying to make something happen that wasn't happening. And then I was jealous of everyone. But when I kind of got down to all of the shit that was going on and I kind of sorted through it myself, I healed it. Because now that stuff doesn't happen to me anymore. Like, I don't care. I don't really get jealous. And I've said it before. I had a friend. She's one of my closest friends. She dated this guy. I can't even remember what his name was. It was a really long time ago, but he had a wicked crush on Anna Kournikova. I mean, can we just be fucking realistic for 1 second? He had a crush on Anna Kournikova. She couldn't get past it. She couldn't get past it. And I don't know, he had to work at the open and she was going to be there, and my friend and we were like, can you please let go of the Anna Kournikova thing? It ain't happening with her. She is not taking him from you. But that torpedoed that relationship too. I don't remember what his name was or what happened, but that ended that. But that was, I mean, really. But when you have, like, and it's almost like you can't rationalize with somebody when they're in that headspace. Because we were trying to talk to her about it, and she was like enraged. All she was talking about was Anna Kournikova. I mean, he's not, she doesn't want him. I promise you. Anyway. No, it's not about him. It's not about him. It's not about him. It's about you. Trusting him, forget about that. He's just showing up in your life to show you what you need to heal. If you don't heal it, the relationship will get torpedoed, but your next relationship will as well, because you'll repeat the same thing. It's not about trust. It's about, why is it that you feel like these other women can come in and take what's yours? Why are you so intimidated by them? That's what the answer is. It doesn't have to do with trust. Because you don't trust him because you think that he likes her. But he's not shown you that he likes her. I mean, if he had lunch with her before he started dating you, so what? If they went out on a date before he started dating you, so what? People have had prior lives. But it's not the trust thing. It's about, yeah, but you don't believe it. You don't believe it. You are threatened by that woman. That's why you can't get her out of your head. And before her, it was somebody else. What happened to the other woman? I forgot what her name was. Evelyn? Was it Evelyn? Yeah, the issue has to do, every issue always comes back to us. It's not like, if you put the toilet seat down, then I'll love you. If you remember my birthday, I'm going to love you. No. Why does it bother you that he leaves the toilet seat up? So put it down. What's the difference if he puts it down or you put it down? There's something else that's going on there. That's the real issue. And you don't, because you don't believe him, right? I mean, I can understand if the insecurities came out because you caught him doing something wrong. But these insecurities have been here for as long as I've been reading you. It's always been about another woman. Most of your questions are asked about another woman. And that is like, that's what's showing you that for whatever reason you don't feel you add up to whatever they are, which it's not true. It's just not true. Just like how I was saying, all these young, pretty girls came in there, and did he end up with them? They were so wonderful? No, he wound up with the average woman. So it's not about what you look like. It's about how you feel inside and how the issues that you've worked through. Otherwise, it's unfortunate, but it's not asking about this woman doesn't fix the problem. Do you see what I'm saying? The problem is still there. Not bringing her up doesn't fix the problem. The problem is that you have an insecurity, that you don't feel that you measure up to these other women. Not asking about her, trying to trust him, that's not where the answer is. The answer is, why is it? What is it inside you that feels less than? That's the issue that needs to be fixed. When that issue is fixed, these women will go away. They'll still be there. You just won't notice them. They just won't pose a threat to you. You won't even think twice about them. Yeah, you're missing the point. Yeah, it's not about thinking of somebody else or talking about someone else. It's about what they're bringing up inside you. Like, say somebody came on here and said to me, "You're really ugly." Okay? Now, I could say, I could get upset about it and cry over it. I mean, I look terrible tonight, but whatever. But why would that bother me? Like, why is somebody else's opinion of me going to bother me? Because I think it's true? I mean, most of the time, I think people are just assholes, right? Like, what do you got to waste your time coming in here and say something nasty? But if that's what you're doing, that's where you're at, whatever. But why does it bother you? Like, why does somebody else's opinion bother you or me or whoever? Because there's an insecurity inside us. You think if somebody said, you're ugly to, I don't know, whoever, a supermodel, they would be like, well, fuck you, I'm a supermodel. And to tell you the truth, I don't think all of them are that hot. I you know, some of them like, that's a supermodel? Okay. I don't think that they're all that cracked up to be, but it's the way you feel about yourself. So if you feel that somebody else can come in and take that away from you, take whatever it is away from you, your job, your home, your money, why? Why do you feel like you're less worthy than that person? That's what it comes down to. Anyway, let me do CC. CC. Will I meet someone new soon or potential date? Yes, and it could be with a Taurus, and it could be listen to your intuition, and it could happen pretty soon. You also have a Gemini here and a Leo. Yeah, you got potentials coming in. Well, like, I remember my grandmother telling me this story that my grandfather, who was always a really nice guy, and I don't think meant anything by it, but she said that he always, my grandmother was 5'2", and he used to always talk about other women, like tall women. He used to, oh, she was so statuesque. And my father would say that my grandmother was crazy. But this is, I remember her telling me this. And she was blonde. He loved blondes. He was always talking about blondes. Why did that bother her? He was married to her. So they were in Florida on vacation. And I mean, this was, I don't know, like in the 50s. And she said that she went into a beauty salon and she had her hair bleached blonde. And she was blonde ever since. And she came out and she was like, here's your blonde. I'm tired of hearing it. But why did it bother her? Because there was an insecurity inside her. This tall, statuesque blonde that walked by or was at the coffee shop, what was going to happen? Nothing. So he thought she was beautiful. Big deal. It didn't matter. But she had an insecurity inside her. Why? Because she didn't feel good enough for whatever reason. And if you were to speak to her, she would tell you that. She would say, my whole life I didn't think I was good enough. My whole life I thought everybody was better than me. And she used to get really mad at me and say, and if you allow people to do that to you, it's your own fault. I used to hear that a lot. Don't listen to other people. Don't let anybody make you feel less than whoever. And if you do, it's your fault. Anyway. And my grandmother was a good-looking woman. But, you know, she grew up with in a family that had 5 kids. She had 3 sisters. And it was different back then. Like, the oldest sister was like the princess, from what she says. This is her story. She was the princess. And then she had an older sister that was 2 years older than her, and then a younger one that was 2 years younger. The younger one did whatever she wanted when she wanted. She didn't answer to anyone. But she never felt, she was always, you know, the life of the party. My father turned 70. We had a party. She was 90 years old, came in, dressed to the nines, heels, jewelry, makeup. She didn't feel the way my grandmother felt. Why? We don't know. We don't know. I think sometimes you're just born like that. Cece, are the bosses looking at Lonnie's work performance? Yes, they do. They do look at her work performance. Yeah, yeah. It looks like they do from time to time. Yeah, she bleached her hair blonde in like 1950. I don't. It was in the 50s. I don't know what the date was, and she was blonde for the rest. I never knew my grandmother not to be blonde until she got very, very like up there. Like probably maybe the last 2 or 3 years of her life, she let it go regular. Um, and I guess he liked it, but he didn't dislike her with the other color hair, which I think was like a medium brown. But you can imagine, my grandmother was Sicilian, and I know that they say that the Sicilians are usually darker in coloring, but her family was very light. Her mother had waist length blonde hair. And now here, she didn't have blonde hair, but here is her husband talking about how beautiful blondes are. Her sister was blonde, right? So here she is feeling like she wasn't what they were. Stupid. But that's what we do. That's what we do when we're insecure. There are some people that aren't insecure. Like if you go to the beach and you see somebody, like I always think I feel self-conscious in a bathing suit. At my very thinnest, I felt self-conscious in a bathing suit. But I see people that they don't look like they feel self-conscious, and I always think to myself, fucking good for them. I wish I could be like that because they don't care and they're not covering up or worried about who's looking. Meanwhile, I'm worried about what? Enjoy yourself. I'm better now. I was worse when I was younger. I think a lot of it seems to help as you get older. What's Mystery saying here? Yeah, I missed the first part. That's terrible. That's really terrible. Assholes. I'm like, what was the ex so perfect? I'm sure you could have critiqued him too. I love these people. Oh my God. I look back at some pictures and I'm like, I remember feeling like such a big fat pig in these pictures. And I'm like, where was I fat? How come I always felt like that? Meanwhile, now I have weight to lose and it's not coming off. Anyhow, Cece, will I meet my future beau at the bar that I go to? You could meet options at the bar. Yeah, yeah, there could be options that come in. Yep. Um, let's do Daria, finances for this year. Finances look pretty good. It looks like the hard work you put into your financial well-being pays off. Success comes in, no longer feeling held back, and things change for the better quickly. You also have some good karma coming back to you. Oh, thank you. I haven't really lost that much though, but thank you. I'm trying. Um, Destiny for Love. And then we'll do Miss J, and then we'll wrap it up because it's 12:30. Right? There's nobody else besides Destiny, Miss J that I haven't answered for. Okay, Love for Destiny. You've got romance moves forward, and the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility, but you may have to lay down the law and cut out someone or something that has no longer been serving you but is holding you back. When you make a decision to move forward, you move forward. Could be with a Virgo. Could also be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And then you will not be looking back on the past fondly, and you'll be happy that you moved forward. Miss J, love for the upcoming week. You got success coming in around love. If you're already with someone, great, things look good. If you're not with anyone, you could have a potential water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, that could have long-term potential around it. It also looks like you may feel like your relationships are functioning better this week. Life changes for you for the better quickly. If you're not with anyone, you could have new options. You could have a Libra come in as well. But love looks pretty good. Okay, Mel for updated love. You may be prepared to open up to new love interest that comes in that could be quite passionate. Maybe with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It also looks like cause for celebration comes in. The world is at your feet. If you haven't met this person yet, they could come in out of the clear blue sky and a new journey begins. If you've met this person, communication could pick up and then all of a sudden things move forward pretty quickly. You have a wish around love and you may even have choices. So if that earth sign isn't for you, an Aquarius is here, a Capricorn is here, and also, well, they're earth signs. You have here an Aquarius, a Taurus, and a Cancer. But you also have another earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So you may have options, but it looks like things are moving forward. Cece, I do have to do some home improvement. Foundation repair company will come out next week. Do you see it costing me between $10,000 or $25,000? I'm worried. Okay, let's see. Will it be $10,000? Will it be $25,000? I think it's going to be closer to $10,000. I would try to get 2 opinions if you can, only because I don't trust people. And I mean, I don't know anything about house foundations. So if somebody came here and said, you know, it's going to cost you $7 million to redo the foundation, I wouldn't know any better, right? So I would, if you can, get a couple of estimates, because you just can't trust people. Alrighty then, that's it for me tonight. Thank you all very, very much for being here tonight. And I will see you guys at some point tomorrow. God only knows what time. I'm going out like a little bit later in the day tomorrow, but I'll be on at some point. Anyway, thank you all very, very much for being here tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, you have 3 companies coming. Excellent. Good, good, good. Smart. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.